Hello and welcome to today's campervan chat. I'm now going to return once more to the subject of Caravan Salon 2020. Now, Caravan Salon, as you probably know, is the largest RV show in the world. It takes place over a 9-day period. It's supposed to start on the last weekend in August and it'll run from 9 days as from then. Now, this year, because of the COVID-19 situation, the government of North Rhine-Westphalia won't allow any exhibitions to take place until the end of August. I think it's the provincial government, may in fact to be the same throughout Germany. And as a result of this, the fair will be taking place a week later, and unfortunately, though, a number of companies have pulled out. Now, the Heimer Group says it will have nothing to do with any events taking place in 2020, and that takes up a very large amount of the company. So it's not just Heimer, it's Deathlefs, it's Niesmann Bischoff, it's Carado, Sunlight, Three Dog, Börsner, and one or two other companies as well. It takes up a very large amount of floor space. Knaus has said it's going to be there, but today I'm going to talk about Concorde. Concorde make rather exclusive luxury not caravans, campervans here, motorhomes. Let's have some. We'll have some shots of them up now, so you can see what they do. They're based in Aschbach in northern Bavaria, and I've been in the past to their production facility. I've filmed in their showroom. Indeed, I've also filmed the village where they are actually based. Now, they've issued a very tersely worded statement in which they say that under no circumstances whatsoever will the company take place in Caravan Salon this year. Now, this was actually said obviously in German, but I think my German's good enough to be able to translate this relatively accurately. And I've got to say, I was very surprised by the language used. It was really very, very harsh. So it says that it was surprised by the decision to go ahead due to the very complex and costly additional measures that will be needed. It says that compliance with strict corona hygiene measures already showed the limits of what was possible. In order to avoid the formation of small groups or people meeting each other who would fall below a safety distance of 1.5 meters, strict guidance is required at the exhibition stand. After the visit or inspection of a motorhome by one or maybe two visitors, disinfection measures would have to be carried out immediately on all touched surfaces, flaps, drawers, doors, upholstery, and everything else that you sort of touch when you're in there. It added also that speaking through face masks is extremely difficult for visitors as well as sales staff. There'll be little room for offering refreshments, and that with everything considered, a friendly, relaxed and informative visit to a stand would not be possible. In addition, the statement added, Concorde could not take responsibility for its employees or for its customer base and guarantee their security. The company points out that the very people who are potentially clients for its products are the very people who belong to the highest risk group. That's the mean older people. It goes on to suggest that a second wave of the pandemic could start in Düsseldorf due to the gathering of so many people at risk. Taking into account all of these points and weighing up all economic interests and constraints, Concorde says that the well-being of people stands before money making. Well, I'm sure you'd agree with me that that's a rather terse and statement. It doesn't really fall into the sort of corporate language that, for example, someone like myself who's been in business publishing who was in business publishing for very many years, is come to expect. The company does, however, put in the statement that it accepts the fact that things are going to be bad for the business for a while, but that the business is going to bounce back, and it's going to bounce back for reasons which I've talked about in other videos. It's because of this, that you're in a motorhome, you're in quarantine, you're in your own little bit of isolation, you've got your own hygienic facilities, I'd say you've got your own toilet and washroom and all the rest of it, and for these reasons there's going to be greater demand for motorhomes, RVs in general, and so therefore the business is going to bounce back stronger than ever. Now, as for me personally, I don't believe the RV industry is going to have hard times. It's not going to be the situation that existed in 2008. I believe at present things may change, so I reserve the right to change my mind should there be additional economic problems. But the problem which happened in 2008 was a financial problem, which could then knock-on effect was to sort of stifle demand and have an effect on the availability of credit. And now in this case, I believe that there will be a stifling of credit, but not of demand. I believe demand will increase. So, and I believe that it's already beginning to increase. I have no evidence of that. Sorry, I must make that very clear. It's only a belief. But I'm sure as the evidence will come available, it will bear me out. If I'm wrong, I will admit it. I always admit my mistakes. So, thanks very much for watching. I hope you found that of interest. Please do make your comments below. Say what you think. My own position is this. I will attend Caravan Salon in September. I may put myself in isolation once it ends. I may do. I mean, I'm beginning to think that possibly is the right thing to do. I was going to go to an event which is due to take place in Eisenach, which is an off-road event, and that was announced for, if memory serves me correctly, around the 20th, 21st, I can't remember exactly the dates of September. And I don't know if that's still going to be going ahead or not. I haven't heard from them. I have to write to them and ask. So, thanks for watching, and I'll keep you informed.